Guys, we're back out in the kayak. As you can see, we got great weather today, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a combo fishing day. So we're going to be doing some crabbing. I got a crab pot up front. We're going to drop that in, and while it's soaking, we're going to go head out and do some fishing as well, just see what's out here. So looking forward to today. We've got big hopes for the day, and the first order of duty is to drop this crab pot. So we're going to go find a good spot and put them down, and yeah, stay tuned. Alright guys, so here's the plan. I got some chicken in here and some fresh fish here. So my thinking is that the fresh fish will, get some good scent in the water, bring the crabs in, and they'll originally be tracked to that, and then the chicken will kind of linger around. It's definitely going to last longer in there, so that'll keep them busy in there. So that's the idea. Now we just got to drop it down. Alright, let's lock it up, drop it down. So I did do this one other time, and needless to say, the results weren't too good. Oh, nothing. Dang. Here goes nothing. Hopefully, we have better luck this time. Alright. We'll come back in a few hours and see if there's anything in here. Oh, gotta make sure I mark this spot. Gotta make sure when you're crabbing that you mark your waypoint when you drop the pot so you can come back and find it later. But in the meantime, let's go fishing. Guys, fishing sucked. Didn't get a single fish on my line here, but we're gonna go check that crab pot, and hopefully today won't be a total loss and there'll be some crabs in there. All right, guys, coming up on our crab pot here. Just another quick tip. I mentioned earlier that we marked our spot where we dropped the pot, but if you don't have a GPS, you still can do it on your phone. I've done it earlier. I've done it before. You just mark your spot on the maps. Apple Maps, Google Maps, whatever, and you can use that to go back to. So don't necessarily need a GPS to come out here and catch some crabs. But we're coming up to our buoy up here. It's the moment of truth. We'll see what we got. Ooh. Feels heavy. That's a good sign. Oh yeah. Definitely feels heavier than the last time I did this. Hopefully, got a full pot here. Oh, jeez. I need to hit the gym more often. Oh yeah, here we go. Bunch of crab in there. All right, let's see what we got in here. Oh jeez. Make sure tip over here. Oh yeah. Woo! It's a full pot if I've ever seen one. Alright, so the limit on crab is 10 crabs per person. And we're looking for male crabs as opposed to females. And we'll see, most of these look like males, so let's see if we got any females in here. It looks like that bait that we were put in worked nicely. Just like what we wanted. The fish definitely drawed them in, and then that chicken is actually still in there, keeping them busy. So, all right, let's start pulling them out. Let's see what we got. Okay, so the minimum size here where I'm fishing in California is 5 3/4 inches. Some of these, like this guy right here, is going to be a lot more than that. So let's see. On the gauge, we got our crab gauge here, so we want to measure from this slot, and 5 3/4 is this notch right here. This one, I think, yeah, it's even over 7. So you want to measure. Oh, let's close this, make sure none of them get out here. So when you're measuring the crab, there's 2 little points that come out, one right here and one right here. And you measure right from in front of that point. Get their claws out of there. Alright, so right in front of that point to the other side at the same spot, right in front of the other point. And this one is bigger even than the gauge, and the biggest one here is 7 inches. So this one, easily a keeper. And you can tell the males from the females because the males have this little triangle shaped right here. The females will be a lot more rounded, and sometimes they'll even have eggs. So we'll see if we have any females in here. Most of them look like males actually. But let's start throwing them in. So there's one. There's our first one. Look at that. He's even got a piece of the chicken in his mouth. Get the claws out of the way. Oh, and then also a good way to hold them just by these back 2 legs here. Then the claws won't get you. So if those claws get you, it's gonna hurt a little bit. We'll throw this one in. That's 2. That's number 3. If anyone knows a trick for taking these things out without their claws catching onto the cage, leave a comment below. So I feel like that would definitely save us some time here. Another keeper. That's number, is that 4? Yep, that's 4. So this one, actually here you go. So you see how this little part right here is more rounded? That's a female. And these are rock crabs. I'm not exactly sure what the minimum size on these is. I think it's 4 inches. But I'll check it out before I post this video and leave it in there in case you guys want to keep these. I got plenty of other ones, so I'll let these guys go. There's one. All right. So that's a pretty good sized rock crab there. But as you can see, this is definitely skinnier on this one. This is a male. We could keep this guy. It's definitely over 4 inches. It's actually over 5 3/4 even. We could keep this guy. Should we keep him? We'll throw him back. We got plenty of other ones. But as you can see, where in that female, the other one, it was more rounded here. This one's more pointed, more triangular shaped. This is a male, as opposed to the other one was a female. We'll toss this guy back. Another male, because it's got that triangle there. We'll keep this one as well. That's 5. There's our 5 keepers. Not too bad for one pot. So we still got some chicken in here and some of that carcass we put in there this morning, and a couple of these smelt we put in here. We're just gonna drop it back down and hopefully we can get some more. All right, deadliest catch, California style. That's a good looking crab right there. Well, this is the life out here. Nice weather. I mean, this is like probably 65, 70 in December, which is a phenomenal day for around here. Hardly any boats out here, and man, we're catching some decent crab, so can't ask for anything more out here. We're just gonna hang out here for maybe, I don't know, 15 more minutes, and then pull that pot. It'll be interesting to see how many crabs are in there, because the first soak was maybe about I don't know, 3 hours or so, and it had 5 crabs. So, I mean, if you think about it, what, a crab and a half every hour? But I'm interested to see how many will be in there even if I just leave it for half an hour. So, we're gonna hang out for another 15 minutes and then go pull the pot. There's a couple in there. More small ones this time. Demonstration on the female and male. So this one is a female, so as you can see, this thing down here is more rounded, whereas this one right here, this is a male. Female, male. So we're gonna toss this guy back, and we'll see what's in here. See if any of these are keepers. And most of them, I think they're all small, but we'll check them out and see if any of them are big enough to keep. As you can see, we're getting close to sunset here. We're gonna head back in, and we did get 5 keepers, so that'll make a nice meal for us. Check this out. I was almost on my way in, and this thing out of my left caught my eye. I think it's a bat ray swimming right on the top of the water. I'm not sure if it's sick or something, but let's go take a look. Yeah, check that out. It's a bat ray right on the top of the water. Normally these guys are swimming, you know, right on the bottom. Look at that. Right there. I think he's doing alright. He just saw me and swam away, so he's obviously not that sick. But yeah, look at that. Right on the top of the water. That's crazy. See if we can get some underwater footage. Make sure you stay tuned for the second part of this episode where we cook up those crab, and I got a feeling it's gonna be good, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. Link in the description below. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. We got biggest crab I've ever seen here. Oh, jeez, one's got me. That is a huge crab.